Good afternoon. The victim in this case is Brittany Foote, black female, 22. The suspect in this case is her boyfriend, Courtney Lamar Davis, black male, 29. He has no local criminal history. On Thursday, March 26, 2015 at 10 a.m., police officers were dispatched to the house at 1117 West 23rd Street in reference to a murder investigation. Prior to us dispatching officers to that location, the suspect's father placed a telephone call to 911 operators. The father then went on to describe how the son was in Maryland, had visited with him, and he confessed to murdering his girlfriend. The father was concerned with the information that he learned, but he was also concerned that his son was suicidal at that time, so he telephoned the police. When the officers arrived at the house, they met with the suspect and asked him to come down here to the police memorial building to be interviewed. He agreed to do so and came down here. After our interview, he confessed to murdering his girlfriend. He was originally arrested on that same day for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. We had discovered some firearms in his car. He admitted to having them and knowing not to be with them because he's actually a convicted felon from the state of Maryland. So he was arrested at that time and he's remained incarcerated since then. Our investigation led us to process the home, but we also learned that, as you'll see in the arrest book report, on the 19th, the last time that she was seen alive was the 18th of March. We believe from the last time she was seen up until about 12 hours past that, anywhere between the 18th and 19th, that she was murdered. We also learned that he had purchased items to dispose of her body. He also placed her body in a dumpster located off of Dunn Avenue. And as you know from the first Trail Ridge landfill search that we had involving this victim, that led us out to the Trail Ridge landfill where we continued to search for her remains at that time. We concluded that search, but we were unsuccessful in finding her remains. He was arrested this morning for murder, and I'll take any questions that you might have.
Any idea where the body may be? I know you were at the landfill several days.
Yeah, we were out there for 7 days conducting operations for the victim in this case. All indications that she's still out at the landfill.
You have every reason to believe she's still there.
Yes.
Any idea why he murdered his girlfriend?
They've been boyfriend-girlfriend for about 3 years. They moved to Jacksonville about 8 months ago. I would describe it as being jealous. She had taken a job at a nightclub, and she'd come home at different times of the evening, not with any consistency. And he just became jealous of that by being dropped off by different people and everything. And they had my understanding is they had different domestic violence issues, none documented here, amongst themselves where they would fight and argue. So jealousy.
So this all started when Davis, confided in his father? Is that correct?
Yes, that's how it began on the 26th.
Do we know how he killed his girlfriend?
I do not. We have our beliefs. Some of that stuff I can't go into details as far as the manner in which he did that because it's waiting for the court system to kind of get that information out.
How did it escalate from jealousy to murdering her? Was there, do you know if there was alcohol involved? What led to
no alcohol involved as far as I know. No drugs involved or anything. Obviously just an individual who can't command control of his emotions.
Any other questions?
Do we know where, the murder happened?
Don't really know. A couple different theories. Could have happened at the residence. It could have happened elsewhere. As you'll see, there was also in the arrest report there on the 19th. It actually recovered some other things there at that other location that he was at. So I don't really know for certain. I just know that he murdered her. He confessed to it.
All this happened up north. Did you have to extradite him, or was he down here in Jacksonville?
No, he was down here. He traveled up there to meet with his dad and to speak with his dad because he confessed to what he did here, and then he traveled back here to Jacksonville.
And then his dad called you guys?
Yes.
It might be in here, but what did he purchase to help dispose of her body?
I can't go into those details.
Okay, sorry.
He
found no physical evidence of a death at where he lived? Of her being killed there?
Again, I don't want to go a whole lot of details as far as what we found, what we didn't find at the house.
When was he first arrested, Chris? When was he first arrested?
He was first arrested on the 26th for possession of firearm by a convicted felon. And that's when we first got the call, brought him down here and interviewed.
What charges is all charges is he facing right now?
He still has a possession of firearm by convicted felon and murder.
And
Any
he's
other
still
questions?
in detention center JSO right now?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Chief.
Thank you.